Imagine a place so deep that sunlight has never reached it. A place where the pressure is so extreme that a single mistake lasts only a fraction of a second. A place so hostile that fewer people have been there than have walked on the moon. This place is not on another planet. It is right here, beneath our feet. Hidden beneath the vast Pacific Ocean lies an abyss known as the Mariana Trench, the deepest point ever discovered on Earth. A place that looks more alien than Mars. A place where the very definition of life is constantly being challenged. Strange creatures, unexplainable recordings, and one disturbing fact, even in one of the most inaccessible places on the planet, human trash has already arrived. And before we begin this descent into the deepest point on Earth, let me ask you something quickly. If you enjoy exploring real mysteries, extreme science, and places that almost no human has ever seen, make sure to like this video. It helps this channel grow and allows this kind of content to reach more people. Now, let's descend. Today we are going down to the very bottom of the ocean, to a place that represents the final frontier of our planet. And to understand why the Mariana Trench remains one of the greatest mysteries on Earth. If you believe space is humanity's biggest unknown, think again. Because what exists beneath the ocean is far more unsettling. The ocean is not just a place, it is a world of its own. A world with its own rules, its own creatures, and phenomena that seem to defy the laws of nature. Deep beneath the surface, scientists have discovered lakes inside the ocean itself. Waters so salty and dense they form alien-like pools. Fish with transparent heads, worms that feed on whale bones, jellyfish that are biologically immortal. Even sounds have been recorded in the deep ocean. Sounds so strange that for years scientists believed they came from massive, unknown creatures. All of this exists here, on our planet. The ocean is like a planet within a planet. An extreme ecosystem we have barely begun to understand. And among all its mysteries, none is deeper than the Mariana Trench. To reach it, you must travel to the middle of the Pacific Ocean, near the Mariana Islands. There, hidden beneath kilometers of water, lies a colossal lie in the Earth's crust. The Mariana Trench is a subduction zone where one tectonic plate is forced beneath another, creating a massive trench on the ocean floor. Within this trench lies Challenger Deep, the deepest point ever measured on Earth, nearly 11,000 meters deep. To understand how extreme that is, imagine Mount Everest, the tallest mountain on Earth. If you placed Everest inside the Mariana Trench, completely underwater, its peak would still not reach the surface. Down there, everything changes. Complete darkness, near freezing temperatures, and pressure so intense it can crush steel as if it were paper. Fewer than 30 people have ever been to the bottom. Reaching the Mariana Trench is more exclusive than going to space. But why have so few humans gone there? Because descending into the trench is one of the most dangerous journeys ever attempted. At the bottom, pressure exceeds 1,000 times that of the surface. It's like having dozens of skyscrapers stacked on top of your body. This is why deep-sea vehicles are not shaped like normal submarines. They are reinforced metal spheres, engineered to survive unimaginable force. There is almost no room to move. No wide windows, no comfort. It is dark, silent, claustrophobic. Any structural failure results in instant implosion in milliseconds. And remember, fatal accidents have occurred at depths far shallower than the Mariana Trench. The temperature is near zero. Sunlight never reaches this depth. The only light comes from the submersible itself. Communication with the surface is limited. The descent takes hours. Every movement must be calculated with absolute precision. Exploring the Mariana Trench is not just science, it is survival. But why risk it? Why is this place so important? Because the Mariana Trench is one of the few places where we can study the inner mechanics of our planet. It sits exactly where tectonic plates collide. By studying this environment, scientists can better understand how earthquakes, volcanoes, and tsunamis are formed. It is where Earth recycles its own crust. Even more fascinating, the conditions at the bottom of the trench resemble those of early Earth. Studying this environment is like traveling back in time to the origins of the planet and possibly the origins of life itself. The first successful descent happened in 1960. Explorers Jacques Picard and Don Walsh reached the bottom aboard the submersible Trieste. The technology was primitive by today's standards. During the descent, they heard the structure crack under pressure. When they reached the bottom, they found a flat, silent, muddy landscape. They stayed for only 20 minutes, but history was made. After that, more than 50 years passed before anyone dared to return, until 2012. That year, filmmaker James Cameron descended alone to Challenger Deep. He built his own submersible, collected samples, recorded footage, and described the experience as being on another planet. Since then, more expeditions followed. Advanced technology allowed explorers to map the seafloor and collect data like never before. And that's when something incredible was discovered. Despite the extreme pressure, despite the darkness, despite the cold, life exists. At the bottom of the Mariana Trench, microorganisms survive without sunlight. They rely on chemical reactions instead of photosynthesis. Transparent crustaceans, strange mollusks, gelatinous fish capable of surviving pressure that would destroy any human-made structure. Bacteria feed on methane and sulfur leaking from cracks in the ocean floor. What would be toxic to most life forms is food for them. These organisms completely redefine what we consider habitable. But there is a disturbing detail. Even in this remote, unreachable place, human impact has arrived. Plastic bags, microplastics, heavy metals, all have been found at the deepest point on Earth, even inside the tissues of deep-sea animals. The most isolated place on the planet has not escaped humanity. And if you're still watching, it means this journey has captured your curiosity. So take a moment to subscribe to the channel. It helps this project grow and allows us to keep exploring the most extreme, mysterious, and unexplored places on Earth. Contrary to popular belief, there are no giant monsters living in the Mariana Trench, no hidden megalodons, no massive unknown beasts. The real mystery lies in the small life forms, microscopic organisms, creatures that challenge everything we thought we knew about survival. Today we descended to the deepest point of the ocean, a place that is fascinating, terrifying, and still largely unknown. Now the question remains, would you have the courage to go there? Would you be more afraid of exploring outer space or descending nearly 11,000 meters into total darkness? The unknown is not always far away. Sometimes it's right beneath us.